So today we have Bowser from the Super Mario Bros. Movie that came out earlier this year, taking on Knuckles from the Sonic 2 movie. The King of the Koopas versus the last of the Echidna. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, start off with strength. The King of the Koopas, Bowser, is very strong. He casually sent Mario flying over and over again with enough force to smash and crumple cars. He casually lifted a taxi and threw it, easily threw a piece of debris with just one hand with enough force to cause another car to move like 10 feet. Overpowered Donkey Kong and held him up with just one hand with ease, as you see here, and even kicked Super Mario and Super Luigi with such force that it destroyed the pavement behind them, despite Mario and Luigi not even budging. But Knuckles was bestowed the power of punching things really hard. He sent Sonic through a wall and a TV, sent him through another wall, and sent him flying across a large room. He's punched straight through a trailer, knocked over several trees with one punch, busted through a massive boulder, and punched a baseball through a scoreboard, all with ease. He even stopped Sonic's pulse charge with one hand and then pushed him back, knocked away the big Death Egg's robot hand with just one punch, and even tore through its chest cavity to get to the cockpit. And according to a playing card, Knuckles can lift 100 tons. I don't know if I believe that or not. I believe he could punch with the force of 100 tons. I don't know if he could actually lift 100 tons, though. But anyways, it's there. I'd say they're pretty close here. Knuckles has more impressive feats, but we didn't get to see Bowser's full strength on display. He was either destroying Mario or getting destroyed by Super Mario. There was no in between. We do have to take Bowser's larger size into consideration. I think Bowser might have a slight edge here because of that, but Knuckles is packing more of a punch. He has a higher striking power. Moving on to durability. Bowser casually took hits from Peach, at least a hit from Donkey Kong, and withstood being frozen in a small iceberg unfazed. He was actually able to bust out of that shortly afterwards. But most importantly, he withstood a complete beatdown from Mario and Luigi when they had star power. He just kept on getting back up and was actually never knocked out. Not to mention his big shell is probably more than just for show. But Knuckles got right back up after being hit by a speeding car that sent him flying with enough force to destroy a shed, after being smashed into and through a stone staircase by Sonic over and over again, and after being sent flying several blocks by the Death Egg robot. Later, he even claimed that he barely felt that attack from the Death Egg robot. Again, I'd say Bowser has a slight edge here. Can't take his shell for granted or anything. Speed. Now, obviously, Knuckles is faster. It's not even a debate. He's a lot faster than Bowser. He was able to keep pace with Sonic and even land some serious blows on Sonic, despite Sonic being faster. But Bowser isn't slow. He can move very well for his size. He covered like 3 times the distance that Mario had in a single leap before Mario could get to the star power. He's also just surprisingly mobile as well. But without a doubt, Knuckles is much faster. So that's physicality. Now, Knuckles is definitely a more skilled combatant. The Echidnas were like these legendary warriors sworn to protect the Master Emerald, and Knuckles is the last of his kind. He dedicated his life to honing his skills and claimed to have been trained in all forms of combat. He is a true warrior through and through. However, I do want to mention that Bowser did beat Peach and Donkey Kong simultaneously, with Donkey Kong being the best warrior of the Kongs, and Peach extensively training herself for years. Bowser also has his claws that easily pierce through concrete, and then there's his fire breath that did this. Like, it destroyed the Penguin King's ice palace. Of course, it's ice and it's fire, so of course it would. But I mean, it was also starting to melt through thick steel and even incinerated a Koopa to a skeleton. So, who wins? The last of the Echidnas or the king of the Koopas? Well, strength and durability are fairly close. Bowser might have a slight edge in them, except for striking power. Uh, Knuckles is definitely faster and is more trained and skilled fighter, right? But Bowser has his claws and his fire breath, and that fire breath gives him a long range and attack, something Knuckles doesn't have. But that's when his speed comes into play, and his speed's a great counter for it because he will easily be able to dodge it. And I'd say that's all there is to it. Uh, no one in Super Mario is that fast, to my knowledge. And when you're that fast, packing that kind of striking power, it's just hard for an opponent to overcome that. Unless they just happen to be faster, like Sonic. Bowser won't go down easy. Knuckles doesn't pack the same power as Super Mario and Super Luigi, but I am siding with Knuckles eventually winning this fight. Knuckles wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you thought and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all the great stuff. I truly do appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.